Hey everyone, it's Lynnea with a really super quick and simple card for the rabbit hole designs. I'm going to be using the Caffeinated Shark stamp set, and I've already created a square card base. This is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 square. I'm going to mask off the top using some purple tape, and I reuse the same piece of tape over and over and over again until it is no longer tacky. So you saw me kind of peel it off, and when I'm done, you'll see me put it back on. So I'm going to be using the Modern Circle cutout die from Simon Says Stamp to create like a rainbow peek through background. So I'm going to start by inking up my card base with a rainbow of distress inks. I have picked raspberry, some spiced marmalade, squeezed lemonade. I'm going to use Twisted Citron for my green, some peacock feathers for my blue, and then Dusty Concord for my purple. And I'm just going on and adding some really quick color. I'm not really being careful to blend because I'm going to be die cutting and placing that cutout over the top. So just little bitty areas of color are going to show through. So you don't really need to work on your blends like you would if this whole background piece was going to show. In fact, in the middle, you're going to see here in a minute that it gets kind of like a muddy brown center in the middle. That's okay, it's not really going to show. So all I did was just wipe off my purple tape, and then I'm going to put it back on the roll, and I can use that again next time. This is the Modern Circle cutout from Simon Says Stamp. I cut it out from a piece of 4 1/4 square heavyweight white cardstock, and I'm just going to use some of my favorite liquid glue, the iCraft Ultra Bond liquid adhesive from Thermalweb, to glue this down. I'm kind of going in between those little areas, but not in between every area. This is going to easily stick down. You don't really need to put glue into all those little areas. I added that on top of the ink blended card base so that just a little bit of that color will peek through. And now I'm going to go ahead and color that Caffeinated Shark from the Rabbit Hole Designs. I have my Sakura Koi watercolor palette, and I've used the gray color and just added some water to it to kind of tone it down a little. I'm going to start by going around the edges where I want there to be some shading. And then I'm going to use my heat gun to just dry it just a little bit so that I can kind of keep those defined edges. And then I'll come back in and color in the rest of the shark using that same shade, just with a little bit more water added to it. Once that is dry, I will come back in with even just straight from the palette using that gray. But this isn't completely dry, so it is going to blend out just a little bit. But I'm just going to add in some more shading and shadows to give this little creature some more shadows, basically. I'm going to color the coffee cup blue. You'll see me in a minute do that. But I wanted it to be purple because I didn't feel like the purple really showed up in the background. So all I did was really quickly add some red directly to that coffee cup and just kind of mix it up a little bit with my brush. Really simple watercoloring here. And then I cut it out with my scissors. I stamped out that Jawsome sentiment and popped it all up with foam squares. And then I'm just going to put this onto my card. And that is it. Like I said, this is really quick and simple. This whole card took me about 15 minutes real time to do. So you could definitely create a bunch of this style card. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to see some still photos and get some more information, product links, things like that, you can head over to my blog. Thank you all so much for watching. I will catch you next time. Bye.